Maris of the Most Local 193, you're joining me for At Any Price, Chapter 11. Mysterious address and key Adam left you leads you to the historic Old Town District. You find yourself in a narrow alley with stairs that lead you up to an apartment. Obviously, the key is for the apartment, but what does any of this mean? Is this his other residence? Why wouldn't he have an apartment closer to Irvine? You climb the steps and unlock the door. He's already inside talking on his phone. Clearly, he's pulled himself away from the meetings or something important at work to be here. I want nothing more than to launch myself into his arms and press that exquisite mouth to mine. But can I restrain myself? Barely. How do you feel this morning? Good. Okay. No hangover. Thank God. I'm glad. Thank you. I really didn't mean to call you last night. I'm glad you did anyway. Thanks for getting my car. He doesn't accept your thanks, he just smiles. You step into the room and look around. The outer shell of the building seems to be vintage, 1920s, but the inside is all modern. The stainless steel kitchen, appliances, dark granite counters, and recessed lighting. Beyond the main kitchen and sitting room, a doorway opened in what looked like a sizable bedroom. Otherwise, the apartment is completely vacant. Adam's phone chimes. Workaholic much? Shouldn't you be stuck behind your desk, monitoring the 12 steps for Workaholics Anonymous right now? I should. Most days I am. But even workaholics take a lunch break, even once every blue moon. Nice place. I'm assuming it's yours? Yes, recent acquisition. An investment property, and it's between renters. I do have someone in mind for this location, though. His implications hit you like a balled fist. You take a shaky breath and turn away so he can't see the look on your face. What's wrong, Mia? I hope you don't mean me. And if I did? I can't afford the rent, you must be asking. You can now. A tiny voice in the back of my head tells me that he's doing a kind deed. Still, no. Just no. This is the part where you hand me a roll of hundreds and tell me to go buy something pretty? Like Pretty Woman? I was gonna offer it to you at the rent you're currently paying for your studio. It's safer than your neighborhood, and it put my mind at ease. You'd take a huge loss on that. I don't care about profit. Another chime on his phone, he reaches for it and freezes when he sees your disapproval. He pulls it out, takes his time, and even replies by text. Jerk. I can't live here. You know it as well as I do. I can't live in your apartment because of what happens after we, you know. Why are you doing this? Adam, what are you doing with this? I want to help you out. Do you believe me, or are you trying to twist this into something it isn't? I don't need to be saved. I can save myself. Oh, right. That's what this whole auction was about. The new paradigm. Saving yourself. You just want this to be over with, don't you? I mean, I don't really blame her, per se. I mean, pretty much, you are dragging this on. If you have feelings for her, dude, just say it. She has feelings for you. You try to reply, but nothing comes out. His words infuriate you, and you find the strength and respond in kind. This isn't acceptable, Adam. I don't want you acting like I'm your property. See, you're doing it again. You're twisting it into something it isn't. The biological sperm donor did the same exact thing. He did it to make sure my mother was always under his thumb until he was done with her. I'm not him. I know. No, I really don't think you do. He lifts his hand and touches your cheek and trails a finger down to your collarbone. His touch is ice and flame, thrilling. You tremble under his hand. I'm never going to give up, you know? He bends his head until your faces are inches from each other. You tilt your head up towards his, your lips less than an inch apart. Neither am I. You grab his tie and pull his mouth to yours. When your lips meet, it's explosive. It's like a clash of wills and unrealized anticipation. His hand moves to your shoulders and he pushes you towards the nearest wall. He pins you between it, and his hard body never removing his mouth from yours. His lips, his tongue devour you. His body, ever delicious, solid contour of it, imprisoned you. His hands slip through your shoulders and move down your arms to encircle your wrists. You press against the resistance, not to break free, but to test the strength of his hold. When your lips finally part, your breath comes in short, needy gulps. I'm in control, Mia. Don't forget it. You're about to reply when he cuts you off, sealing his mouth on yours again. Scorching heat races through you like wildfire catching on dry grass after a hot California summer. I alone say when this is through, and I don't have to tell you my reasons. You asked for one night and I gave it to you. Or I'll give it to you. After that, next week I'm going to Caribbean on business. I want you to come with me. For some chass sightseeing, amusing, dinner conversation, and the coitus interruptus, you've promised me more than one night. That's more than one night. Yes. And what happens afterwards? A long pause as he looks at you. I guess we'll see. As usual, he has completely flipped the dynamic between us. I'd walk into the confrontation thinking I had all the power, and I did, until he had decided it was enough and wrested it from me. You can't keep doing this. Actually, I can. Say you'll come, Mia. Heath will freak when he hears this. If I agree to go, I'll be gone practically a week. And my mom? What would I tell her? She'd call and want to know why I wasn't getting back to her. And that's not even considering my blog or my job as an orderly. But this will be our last time together. They can't drag it out any longer. And the feelings he's stirring inside me, quite frankly, terrify me. The sooner we were through with this, and I was back to my safe, normal life, the better. Fine, I'll go. Now, tell me where you're moving in. No way in hell. I had to give it a shot. Stick your tongue out and he laughs. So, I'm still on lunch break. How about a Cuban? Floriana's? Sure. He treats you to a Floriana cafe when he has the urge for Cuban. He has them pretty often. You aren't sure if this was pork al habanero or his crush on a waiter. You follow Adam down the narrow antique stairway through the glass door and into the alleyway. He holds the door for you and walks beside you, placing a hand on the small of your bag, every muscle, their pull taut in response to his touch. You drive your cars to your place, then walk to the restaurant. As you're led to the seats at Floriano, you seize the opportunity to ask a big question. So tell me, whose idea was it to dress the female characters in Dragon Apoc in armored lingerie? I came up with the story concept and the game architecture. I didn't design the women's clothes. But you did have final approval. Why not throw the poor things in something that'll cover up their bare midriffs? I mean, aren't they a little vulnerable there? Isn't that the first place a bad guy is going to shoot an arrow? I bow to the overwhelming research provided by my marketing people and the game devs. So sexist pigs. Trust me, I deal with this every single day of my life in gaming. Were it up to me, those poor elf maidens would be covered from head to toe. Just make sure it's not boob plate. Also, would the female characters be as busty as they are now? Wait, better question. Do they even have bras in Yondereth? Oh, you wouldn't believe me if I told you, and again, that's an art department thing. Suddenly the flash of memory pops up in your mind. All those figurines that William had been painting, most of them had been busty women. Wait, your cousin? Yep, blame Liam. You're joking, him? He loved my vintage D&D manuals, and Frank Frazetta art when we were growing up. I'm totally innocent. That was all him. I could call you many things, but innocent is not one of them. As you talk, a group of people come out of the nearby cafe on the corner. One of them stops cold when she sees you at your small table. Ah, Christ, it's you again. Adam? You look up when her eyes land on you. They widen. Linz, how's the coffee break? Without being invited, she grabs a chair from another table and sits down with you. You're excused. You glance at Adam, who looks uncomfortable. Probably because you know their history now. But this is also an opportunity. This could become a thing of beauty. I can make Adam suffer, and stick it to this lady with her sneers, my faded jeans and hoodie. Hop on Adam's lap. Mark your territory. I mean, what are you gonna spray him? I just want to hear that. Mark your territory. You know what I'm saying. Slide him next to Adam. You scoot your chair closer to Adam's until they were flush up against each other. Lindsay, you remember my friend Mia? You give her the fakest smile you've ever made. Adam was just talking about you. You lean into his shoulder and lay a hand on his inner thigh, rubbing him affectionately in full view. She sees it and grimaces. Success. All good, I hope. Oh, of course. He thinks the world of you. You shoot a worshipful smile at him, and your hand creeps northward. He holds it. Then he takes your hand and brings it to his lips. He kisses it. Ah, you're so patient with me, sweetie. Lindsay's eyes almost pop out of her head watching Adam's display. You know Adam's not one for PDA. Given Lindsay's reaction, this is completely out of character for him. What are you doing up this way, Adam? He looks at you and then back at Lindsay as to say, isn't it obvious? Suddenly I've got the spark of an idea that this meeting wasn't coincidental. No, really? Sorry, I have to get back to work. You're coming to a party on Friday. Absolutely. We'll definitely be there. What is this, a party? A Newport Beach party thrown by Lindsay? No thank you. She slumps as she walks away. Well, that was lucky. I don't think it was. You planned them. Maybe I did. Why? If you say you don't have to tell me your reasons, I'm going to kick you where it counts. She came down to the complex the other day for lunch. Told me she'd filed for divorce from Jeremy. Did she put the moves on you? She shoots you another look. Oh, that's why she was so friendly at the party. I knew it. She wants you bad. Lindsay is a friend, nothing more. That's not going to change. Why not just tell her that instead of throwing me in her face? Is that what you think I was doing? You're twisted again. Kissing my hand and calling me sweetie is not your typical behavior. You realize you kind of reciprocated, did this, scooted really close to him, put your hands on him, and he halted your hand and kissed it instead. Neither was your aggressively public display of affection. So I was his decoy. That explains a lot, actually. He's keeping you around to deflect Lindsay, or maybe others, from getting any ideas. Perhaps this is Adam's way of letting her down easy. Regardless, it's still a dick move. Can't avoid it forever, you know. What's that? Marriage. Someday you aren't going to have a shield to hide behind. Don't tell me you don't want to find the right person. Settle down. Make a little baby prodigy geniuses. Maybe I'll think about it when I'm 40. What about you? I told you I don't date. And yet that's all you've done with this guy. I'm never going to meet the special guy. Especially since I don't believe he exists in the first place. I'm going to live a life devotedly single and on my own terms. Your mom had you. Sure, we got along mostly. Sometimes more like sisters than mother and daughter. If I ever have the desire to become a mother, there are options for that too. He doesn't say anything in reply. You finish your lunch soon thereafter. He takes a phone call, handling some news crisis during the length of your walk back to your place. You walk beside him, silent but squeaking of the styrofoam takeout box. At your doorstep, he ends the call, shoving the phone into his pocket. Mia, will you come to the party with me on Friday? You already volunteered me to be your plus one. I'm asking you now. I don't think... Wear the red dress. Okay. Sometimes you just seem determined to go against everything in your better judgment. And lately, every one of those decisions involves this man. I'll see you on Friday. Watch him walk down the street to his car and wave goodbye. A knot twists in your chest. This is dangerous, and you're in too deep. Instead of one more night, as you'd promised, it's now a cocktail party and a week in the Caribbean. It's getting hard to tell him no. After work the next day, you meet Heath at his place for peace talks. Things are awkward at first. I got my apology out of the way, but he still is wary. He avoids my mention of the auction. He was definitely done with it. I need to get him back on my side. Hey, Heath? Oh my god. What? What are we talking? Okay, hold on. Hold on. I need a sip of my coffee for this one. I made a coffee, sat down, started this, and I haven't even sipped yet. Okay. How do you... Okay, first one? Really? Second one, what? 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 Okay, what? I mean, what are we talking about? What? Okay. What should I do with his... Oh, god damn it, son of a... Is this a thing? I am so awkward with any of these. We'll go with this one, figuring I don't know what the hell it is. Heath almost chokes on his burger as the words leave your mouth. Damn. Sure he's not gay? Sorry, I was reading this Cosmo article and it confused me because I'm gonna stop you right there. Cosmo's good for makeup and outfits, but sex? Honey, either they make all that weirdo shit up or they have never seen a dick. How about we just stick to HJs for now, okay? Would you be embarrassed if I asked you to explain to me how those work? Honey, I'm gay. I have a PhD in dick, okay? I'm not embarrassed. It just hit me. He says he has a PhD in dick. Okay, we're done. Over dessert, he uses a banana to explain the finer points of an HJ to you. You might have the radiation burns on your face from all the flat blushing after that, but you're glad to mend your fences and rebuild your friendship. You meet up with Adam that Friday to make your brief appearance at Lindsay's cocktail party. It's not even a boring dinner party, it's worse. It's a boring cocktail party. Lindsay gives you a wide berth, thankfully. After about an hour, Adam leans over to you. This party is excruciating. Let's, go back to my place and watch Lord of the Rings. We don't have to stay this dress. Sweet mother of God. Nope. We made our appearance, and I think I owe you a quiet night. Say goodbyes and head back to his place. He changes immediately. That's not fair at all. I don't have anything I can change into. No, you're supposed to change out of that dress. I'll be right back. He returns with a couple of options. You pick. Oh, I see what they did there. Gold Rush. A button-up shirt. Ooh. 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 Okay, one, I'm also looking at the laziness. Going with it. Hands you the Dragon Epoch shirt from their San Diego Comic-Con appearance in 2017. Since it's one of his, it goes down past my panties and leaves my leg bare. I keep it. I got a dozen of them. You sit down next to him. He's got the popcorn ready and the movies queued up. His TV is mind-bogglingly big. It's an LED that must be at least 100 inches big. You snuggle up. It's kind of amazing. Top-notch hardware, hot man, geek classic, popcorn. You finish the first movie and it's almost 10. You should be getting home soon, but I'm enjoying this a lot. What'd you stay? I have a half a dozen guest rooms you can choose from. And I've got the other 2 movies on Blu-ray. Jeez, twist my arm some more. Doesn't that count as one more night? Nope. And what makes you think I'll give you this freebie? You know you want to. If I can get another batch of popcorn, a toothbrush, and you to agree to turn your phone off. Done, and... what the hell done? Pulls his phone out of the drink caddy and turns it off. It's not until Aragon gets knocked off the cliff in the 2 towers that he checks it again. While he's distracted, you snatch it from him and stuff it in your bra. A deal is a deal, Mr. Drake. Sorry, bad habit. During the prologue to the 3rd movie, the 2 of you start kissing. And from there, you pretty much ignored the return of the king. His hands were all over you, though you suspect that might have been partially an effort to locate his phone. You spend the entire 2.5 hours making out like teenagers in the back of a minivan. You don't think you've ever been so turned on in your life, which isn't saying much. 98% of your sexual arousal experience from the past 3 weeks is this man's company. After Aragon was crowned king and the credits rolled, you're in the dark and still going. Your clothes were off again, and your bra and his phone are on the floor. He's driving you insane with constant stimuli to your breasts. You reach down, start stroking him through his pajama pants, and he uttered a hoarse groan. We won't be having sex, but it was about time he had some fun. After all, he'd been so attentive to you before. Wrap your hand around him and stroke up and down, just like Heath had instructed. I mean, has this girl never watched anything in her life? I'm just asking. His organ is hard, long, and thick. You love the sound of his husky groans as he surrenders to you. Move your hand faster, his arms go tighter around you. It's really turning me on to have the power over his body. I'm gonna make you come. Yes, you are. I want you inside me, Adam. I want to know what you feel like. It's almost time. I'm tired of waiting. It won't happen tonight, but it has to happen soon. I think I'm gonna explode from the tension of it all. You go faster until his body goes rigid. You can feel the contractions of him. Look at the mess you've made. Naughty girl. I might need to be punished later. Yeah, you might. He leads you into his bathroom for a shower. After he cleans himself off, he turns his attention to you and your breast. I'm gonna be inside you. His hand is between your legs. You lean your back against him. I want to see your face as I feel you. I want to make you scream, and then I want you to beg for it again. And again, and again. Fingers glide over your yearning, sensitive flesh while he pinches your nipples in the other hand. In hardly any time at all, he returns the favor you've just done to him. You stiffened in his arms, and he holds you against him. Much as I try to educate myself, he shows me how little I really know about it. He holds back like an obdurate schoolmaster. Time for the student to rebel. Uh-huh. So I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down description below, links to social media, our Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. I hope you're all having a great day. So pretty much on our Twitch channel, our Life is Strange is completely done. We didn't do the bonus episode because apparently it's $10 just for a really short episode. You get a couple gimmicks like outfits and stupid things like that. So we're going to hold off on doing the bonus episode until a later time. However, Life is Strange 2 will be coming out on 9/27. We've also done the full Walking Dead walkthrough. That's up on both YouTube and Twitch. And we'll be doing some more live streaming, hopefully this evening if I can get done with chapters as soon as possible. So without further ado, thank you all for tuning in. hey, feel free to follow me on Twitch. You can see live streams of choices chapters and whatnot. And without further ado, I will catch you guys later. Peace.